Please subscribe my channel. The text came in late at night while I was sitting by myself in the peaceful apartment, just scrolling through my phone without any real purpose. How are you doing? Feeling lonely? She texted from her vacation, keeping it light and teasing. I looked at the screen for a long time, realizing how quickly she assumed that being apart would make me weak. In the past, I probably would have comforted her, joked around, or told her I missed her. This time, though, I felt different, more sure of myself. I typed my answer slowly. I don't miss anything at all. I didn't add any emoji. I didn't try to make it softer. I just sent it and put the phone down. For anyone listening, this was the moment when her expectations fell apart. She thought I would be longing for her. She thought she still had control. Instead, she got confidence and calm. Nothing came back right away. No little typing dots, no laughing emojis, just quiet. And in that quiet, something permanent had already started to change between us. That short reply quietly changed the rules she thought would always stay the same in her mind. Several minutes went by with no answer. I pictured her reading my message over and over, looking for some hidden joke, a misunderstanding, or a sign that I didn't really mean it. She had always believed that being far away would make me need her more, make me easier to handle. That idea had shaped a lot of her decisions. I went on with my evening without worry, cooking a simple meal, cleaning the dishes, and turning off the lights without picking up my phone again. When it finally vibrated, her tone was different. She asked if I was okay, if I was mad, if something bad had happened. I didn't reply right away. I had learned that silence can say a lot when words aren't enough. For anyone listening, this is where the balance of power started to move. I wasn't trying to punish her. I was just showing a truth she hadn't thought about. Loneliness only hurts when you take someone's company for granted. I left the phone on the table next to me, knowing that whatever I said next would carry more weight than anything I'd said before. When I finally answered, I didn't fight or blame her. I just sent a picture. It showed the kitchen table, set for one, with 2 chairs in view. One chair was pushed back like someone had used it. The other was still neatly in place, untouched. Under the photo, I added one short sentence. I had rearranged things in the house while she was away. Her belongings were still there, but my need for her approval wasn't. For anyone listening, this is when her confidence turned into confusion. She called right away, but I let it go to voicemail. I wasn't upset. I just didn't want to mix emotions into a moment of clear thinking. Text came quickly after that, asking what I meant, why I was acting cold, if this was some kind of prank. I stayed quiet. Silence gave her mind space to wonder, and wondering is often tougher than the actual truth. That night, I slept well, knowing my steady calm had shaken the pattern she thought would never change. By morning, her messages sounded more worried. She said the vacation felt odd now, like something was off. I finally wrote back honestly. I told her that having space had shown me how little I needed constant emotional comfort from her. I explained that missing someone only really matters when both people respect each other the same way. For anyone listening, this is the breaking point. She saw that the distance she liked having was now turning against her. Her replies became slower. Her usual self-assurance was gone. She asked if I still cared, if I still wanted her to come back home. I didn't give a direct yes or no. I said I was finally at peace with myself, and that peace changed everything. Those words hit harder than any argument would have. She called several times. I picked up once, spoke calmly, and said nothing big had changed overnight. Something had just become clear. When the call ended, I knew her trip that was supposed to feel freeing had become something very different, a worry she couldn't ignore. That afternoon, she texted that she was changing her flight to come home early. She said she couldn't enjoy the vacation anymore because my words kept running through her head. For anyone listening, this is the real surprise. Nothing loud or dramatic happened, yet everything started to come undone. She expected me to miss her desperately. She found independence instead. I answered politely and told her to have a safe trip home. I didn't add any extra comfort. When she walked in that night, she was quieter than I'd ever seen her. She looked around the apartment as if trying to find signs that I still needed her the way I used to. I didn't put on any act, didn't try to make her feel bad. I was just calmly there. She finally said she never expected me to react this way, that she thought distance would keep her in control. I told her control only works when one person depends too much on the other. That truth hung in the air between us and changed how every talk would feel from then on. In the days that followed, she was much more careful, paying closer attention, choosing her words thoughtfully, unsure how I would respond. I didn't push her away, but I also didn't hurry to make her feel secure again. For anyone listening, this is the real shift in power. When steady confidence replaces worry, relationships find a new balance. She asked if I still loved her. I answered, love lasts through honesty, not through games. That made her even more uneasy. She had expected me to bargain emotionally. Instead, she ran into clear boundaries. We spoke openly and calmly without yelling. She admitted she used to like knowing I missed her more than she missed me. Saying it out loud removed the last bit of pretense. I didn't judge her for it. I just pointed out the unevenness. Recognizing it changed everything. She now understood that the old version of me, who needed her even when she was gone, no longer existed. Once you truly see an imbalance, you can't go back to pretending it isn't there. Even our friends noticed the difference before we talked about it. She became quieter and more thoughtful. I felt calmer and more sure of myself. For anyone listening, this part holds the main lesson. Real power isn't noisy, it's steady. I didn't threaten to leave or take away my love. I simply stopped depending on her the way I once did. That small change made all the difference. She tried to bring back old habits, sending playful, teasing texts or creating a little distance. They didn't work anymore. I replied kindly but stayed true to myself. In the end, she admitted the truth. That one short message from the first night had shaken her feeling of safety. Not because it was mean, but because it felt final. I told her that security based on unevenness always falls apart, eventually. From that point forward, our relationship had to either grow in an honest way or end in a respectful one. There was no halfway space left to avoid the truth, and that clear understanding reshaped everything that came after. Looking back, the biggest surprise wasn't that she cut her trip short. It was that one calm reply uncovered a whole hidden imbalance. For anyone listening, keep this in mind. Loneliness only works as a tool when someone truly believes you can't be okay without them. I didn't yell. I didn't blame. I just spoke the truth and lived it. That truth made her face something she never thought possible, that I was complete even without her nearby. I didn't punish her. I set myself free. And by doing that, I changed the balance between us for good. Silence didn't break our relationship. It revealed it. Sometimes the strongest message isn't the next thing you say. It's everything you no longer feel the need to say.